So you have pain in this area of your upper back between your shoulder blades. Today I'm going to show you how to figure out where it's coming from. Hey, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to figure out where that nagging and annoying pain between your shoulder blades is coming from. We need to make sure that we're going after the right areas that are going to actually fix what's going on. I'll show you how to test for 4 different culprits today. Something stemming from your neck, a lack of thoracic mobility, decreased function of your middle and lower trap, or dysfunction in scapular dynamics, or the way your shoulder blades move when you reach overhead. You might have a combination of some, but either way, whichever ones you figure out you have, I'll have videos linked at the end on how to treat those specifically. Here's how you test if it's coming from the neck. Sit in a sturdy chair where the back of the chair comes up just below your shoulder blades. From there, you're doing what's called a chin tuck. So you take your chin and you're tucking it back. Your entire head moves back. It's not this and it's not this. If this motion changes your pain, meaning if it makes it better or worse, there's a probability that it's stemming from your neck, likely some type of pinched nerve. This motion is moving your cervical vertebrae, so that's why it could change the pain. There's 2 ways we can test for thoracic mobility. The first one is a little bit easier for you yourself to visualize. You'll need something to make an X with, so I just took some bands that I had on hand at the clinic. Line these up so that there's 90-degree angles between each one. You'll also need some type of dowel rod or broomstick if you're at home, or something like that. I want you to sit directly in the center of that X, so that way these lines are at 45-degree angles. That's because 45 is the norm for thoracic mobility. Take that dowel rod, place it here like a squat position, and I want you to engage your lats. The cross-legged and dowel rod position locks out everything except your thoracic spine, and that's where we want to test the movement. So what you do from here is you rotate to the side as far as you can, and then you can look and see if you've made it to that 45-degree angle or past it. And I want you to do both sides. You might be limited in both, or one side might be more limited. Also, see how it feels. If you can hit 45 super easy on one side, and you can still hit it on the other, but it feels significantly harder and tighter, then you're probably limited in that direction. The second way to test thoracic mobility gives a very good representation of how your thoracic mobility moves. If you're going to do this version, I recommend filming yourself doing it from this angle, because you'll be able to see how much you're rotating on both sides. When you do it, you're not going to be able to tell other than how it feels. You're going to sit back on your heels with your knees about this width apart. Take one elbow and place it between your knees. This arm doesn't have to be straight forward, it can be a little bit bent, just whatever's comfortable, but I want that elbow right there. The other hand goes on your low back, just above your sacrum, or that sit bone. From here, you're rotating towards the side of the arm that's on the low back. You see how far you can go, and trying to stay in this plane, so don't crank or twist too far to where you're shifting to a side. So go up. See how far you can get, hold it there for a couple seconds for the video, and then come back down. Then you would switch, and you would do the same thing on this side. Now we'll test the middle and the lower trap. I have 2-pound weights here, so you don't need anything heavy. You can even probably do this without weight. Let's start with the middle trap. Lay on your stomach, take one of your 2-pound weights, and we're going to do one arm at a time. So lay here, arm straight out to the side, twist it so that your thumb is facing up. What I want you to do from here is lift up your arm and just hold it for about 20 to 30 seconds. And I want you to see where you start to feel the muscular fatigue, where it starts to burn. If your middle trap is doing what it's supposed to, you should feel this right in between your shoulder blades. If not, then you're probably going to start feeling this in your upper trap, near your neck, or really primarily in your deltoid in that shoulder. For the lower trap, you bring your arm up at an angle, so it's about 120 degrees. So not straight up and not straight to the side, 120 degrees. From there, you're doing the same thing. You're rotating so that your thumb's facing up, and then you're lifting your arm up. You're holding this, and you're seeing where you feel the burn. If your low trap is engaging, you'll feel this between your shoulder blades and a little bit lower towards the bottom portion of your shoulder blades. If not, you'll feel this either in your upper trap or your deltoid again. So you could do that one arm at a time for both sides, Or you could get on a surface where you have enough room to do both arms at the same time. However you choose to do it, they all test the same thing. You're really just seeing where you feel the burn. To test scapular dynamics, or the way your shoulder blades move, you'll need to take your shirt off and you'll need to film yourself doing some movements. There's a few things you're looking for specifically. Your shoulder blade is supposed to move in an even rhythm, rotating up, moving up, and moving out across your upper back as you reach overhead. Each of your shoulder blades, compare them side to side. Do they look the same, and are they both moving evenly? Is there any point where it seems clunky, jagged, or popping out? On the way down, does the bottom of your shoulder blade pop out in the last portion? That's called scapular winging. That means that there's a muscle that's involved with scapular dynamics that isn't doing its job. If that's all good, we're gonna move on to the next step, which is adding resistance. So take a band like I have here. You're going to be doing rapid scaption, up and down, quickly, until you start to really feel a burn. I want this to be fatigued. A lot of times, once you get fatigued is when that scapular dynamics break down, and that's when you can get the pain. I want you to watch those last 10 to 15 reps, seeing if anything new sticks out. For me, you can see my shoulder blades start to pop out, so I'm losing a little bit of that stability and getting some winging as I fatigue. Alright, so there you have it. That's the 4 spots that we need to look at: the neck, thoracic mobility, mid and low trap, and scapular dynamics. I'm working on all 4 of those videos on how to fix those. Once those are done, I'll post them here, and you can go watch whichever one corresponds with what you have going on. See you over there.